Yo, what's up, guys? EJ here, breathing fantasy football, literally, and we are back for a fifth season. Man, hey, welcome back, guys. It's going to be an all-new summer best ball drafts. Aren't you guys excited? Dang, I didn't know I was so tiny in that little spot there. Here we go, little bit bigger. Hey, man, great to be back. Great to see you guys. Welcome in. And, man, what a I don't even know how to say it. Like, woo, Taylor Swift. I did not think going into last season we would be talking about Taylor Swift all season long. Like in the summer, we weren't talking about Taylor Swift at all during the summer, but we're talking about her all season. It's just so crazy to think of how much an influence someone could have on the game, man. It's just crazy. In terms of best ball for BFFL for us, another bad, not a positive year in terms of winning anything, but you know, it is what it is. I'm looking for the right I was trying to. No, I was trying to. I always got these little things in the background. I was going to play a noise for you guys to kind of have it go in sync with how bad the year was. But it was actually a positive year in terms of understanding more about roster construction, understanding a little bit about what makes sense in terms of some rookie takes to have, some things we were good on. As we go through the draft, I'm probably just going to shout through my thoughts on some of these players, and I'll just tell you, man, I hit on him last year. Nah, I totally missed. On a few guys. Keenan Allen, Mostert. Yeah, they didn't do too much in the playoffs, but you needed them. You would have had a nice advance rate. It felt like a miss. Sure, Keenan Allen wasn't the piece you needed in the playoffs, but you know what, man? It was a miss. I totally missed on him. I was passing up on him. Every time he was in the third, fourth round, I'm clicking DJ Moore. We're just going in different directions, always fading him. Mostert fading him every time. I don't think I clicked him at all last year. Total miss in terms of what his role still was on the team, which we knew he was going to be more of the workload to get the ball more than any other running back on the Dolphins. I just did not think that his wheels would hold up. So shout out to some of you guys that were successful in some of those spots. Some of our big takes that did do well, but kind of, well, for one, Keaton Mitchell, we were drafting Keaton Mitchell last year. Nobody was drafting him at all. It sucks that he got the injury in week 16. I did have a sweat with him. I did make the best ball semifinals, best ball mania semifinals. We got 3 teams in. We maxed it out at 150. We're going to max it out again this year. Right now, we're looking at big boards. So we're going to be doing some drafts, looking at some just, I don't even know where to start. Like just what looks different from last year. So we're going to pull up some boards. We're just going to hop right in it. If you want to get in a draft with BFFL here, we're going to be drafting in a minute. So welcome to join us. Here, we'll get it going right up here. Trying to clean some things up. You know, I still like to BS. I still got some memes. We're still going to be sniping if we have to. If we don't snipe, it is what it is. You know, with me, the sniping thing is a joke. It's mostly a pun on you guys. But if I see certain people in this room, I love fucking with people. I love fucking with anybody. Hey, you could invite me on your podcast, on your stream. I don't mind who you are. If I've talked shit in the past, Bring me on. That's cool, man. I respect you. It is what it is, man. It ain't what it ain't, and it's not gonna be what it's not gonna be. Just get off your fucking high horse, man. This is just all for fun. Even if you take it so serious, like you are a professional best ball content creator, all this BFFL guy, I'm blocking you forever. I don't want anything to do with you. Get out of here. You are worthless. You are a scum of the earth. That sucks. I know that sounds like it's in my head, but I read the way that a lot of you guys just tune me out. Like, go away. Go away, man. No, we're not going away. We are here to stay. So without further ado, let's hop in a draft. Actually, should I look at some exposures? Anybody in the chat, drop a comment in the chat if you like. Oh, I got some slows going on right now. I have completed 24 drafts, 19 big boards, 5 little boards, and I got some slows going on. Some exposures. I know it don't look pretty. It may not make any sense with some of these rookie takes, but hey, I think some of the big guys, I know Spike Week. I haven't seen anything about Chesley. I don't know what his thing is. I don't know anything about Fantasy Dog Pound. I love talking about these guys because it shows that I care about you. I care about your content. So I haven't seen any of you guys. I want to, hey, if you let me know, drop screenshot any of these dudes when they do a draft that's on not on stream. I want to see their takes of who they draft when they're not on stream. I want to see who they are for real. Like I saw earlier, my boy Daryl shared a draft with Leg Up, Pat Carrain, and he did a draft with some takes. And I looked on his Twitter. I didn't see him talking about any of these rookies that he drafted. Maybe he talks about it in his Leg Up thing. I don't know. But I didn't see him share it. So, hey, I want to see things like that. I want to see who Justin Herzig is drafting right now. Who are these like professional best ball big timers? Who are they drafting right now? I want to see that because it helps refine. That's the information you need, man. Because they do something, but do they spit it out in their content as well? That is what's important. I want to see who's hiding behind their feathers. So here's my takes, just straight up, man. Cody Schrader, I've been hearing some good things. He's probably going to be a day 3 pick. Maybe he's going to make his way on a team right away, have some timeshare. Who knows? Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin. I think a lot of us know he's this bigger bag. Maybe he's a little slow-ish, sluggish, but could he be like an A.J. Dillon-esque year 1? Javonte Williams. I believe Javonte Williams is going to have that Saquon Barkley effect. He's going to bounce back in year 2 post-ACL injury. I want to believe in that. Chris Godwin, I want to believe that he's going to bounce back in, what is it, like another 2 years removed from his injury. Didn't look all that great, but Baker Mayfield looks for real. A lot of us been writing off Baker Mayfield. He's been looking for real, so I want to be on Tampa a little bit. We don't know what Mike Evans is doing. We don't know a damn shit about this big board, man. Every year, you don't really know what's going to happen. Free agency has not hit yet. It's going to open in a month. So who knows, man? Devontae Smith, I like going back to the Eagles. I think they're going to bounce back with the new bringing in that Kellen Moore. Everybody knows what he does on offense. So I'm excited there. Zamir White, I got him 40% drafted. Josh Jacobs is gone, right? So it seems like the team is humble and ready to roll with is it going to be Aiden O'Connell? Is it Devontae Adams going to stay? I think Zamir White, his role where he's getting drafted like in the 12th round, I like some Zamir White. Like he's only going to move up. If he moves down the board, it's because they brought in like maybe Derrick Henry. I don't understand how Zamir White moves down the board post free agency and when Best Ball Mania comes out. Trey Palmer, that's another guy betting on Tampa passing attack, even if Mike Evans stays. I don't want any Mike Evans this year. So those guys I was talking about earlier, Mike Evans, Mostert, Keenan Allen. I'm not drafting any of those guys this year, man. I didn't do it last year. You think I'm going to be on that train on those 32, 33, 34-year-old guys again? I can't. I'm not going to jump on that train. There are some trains I will jump on. I will jump on the Calvin Ridley train. He was a third-round pick last year. Now he's like 5, 6 round. Give him another year. He's like the receiver 1 on that team. I'm buying into it. As of now, like Trevor Lawrence in year 5, is it year 5? I lost count. He hasn't really done that well, so losing count a little bit. There's that guy that Ricky Pearsall didn't even see that name drafted until Pat Kerrane drafted him, and I saw it there, and Burton. So I'm like, all right, I'm on these guys. If Pat Kerrane is on this dude, I will suck all his takes. Because this dude knows what he's doing. He's doing his research. He's trying to win. He wants his reputation to be what it is. So I'm going to be a little follower. Yes. Achan, I've been hearing some things. I went through Spike Week's Discord. I see they're like Achan's a second-round pick. He's ballooned up. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be that good this year like he was with those ballooned weeks. Like, I can't buy into Mostert. I got to believe Achan is here to stay. We don't know what they're going to still do, but that offense showed they're explosive. Second-round pick. He may be the guy you need in the playoffs. Hubbard, I was off Hubbard last year. Didn't even want to touch him, but it seems like he's still young. Maybe they actually like him. A 0 RB play. I want some exposure to him. Curious to see what they bring in. If they bring in a late, and I think Sanders is still there, but it don't seem like they really like Sanders. I think Hubbard would have to get injured for his play not to work. J-Mo Williams, A.J. Brown, but J-Mo, I want to buy into it. I know he finished the playoff game, the championship game with 2 touchdowns, a meaningless touchdown at the end. I think that's going to spike his awareness a little bit. Like, look, I got a multi-TD game for the first – is it his first time in his career? So he's going to have a career year for what he has done so far, which hasn't been that much. So it could be really good. It could benefit if St. Brown gets injured. I don't know. You guys want to hop in a draft? I see everyone commenting and shit, holy crap, man. We got 400 viewers in here. Hey, welcome. Thanks, guys. Please hit the like, the sub. I don't care if you're doing it. Actually, go to Fantasy Dog Pounds, hit his like and hit his sub. Go to Felix, like and sub all of Felix's tweets on Twitter. Love all those guys. All right, y'all ready to hop in a draft? At 1 o'clock Eastern time. It's 12:58 Eastern over here. So we're going to hop in a draft at 1 o'clock. But yeah, no big wins. Playoff best ball. I did get a team into the Gauntlet Finals. If the Ravens would have won, I would have had a nice team. I had CMC, Lamar Jackson, George Kittle, Zay Flowers, and OBJ. That would have been the final. I did make it to a Gauntlet Final, so that was my team. Did it do well? No. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I probably had one of the most rarest teams in that finals. I'll just show you a peek of it. Yep, here's our Gauntlet Finals. Well, it's probably still live. If I had to take a guess. Yeah, what did we finish? 316th place. Well, that is when you have Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson. So Baker Mayfield was the nuts when you're drafting a protection of the first round bye. That was the nuts. Like the Baker Mayfield, he killed it the first week, 27 points. CMC was, if you didn't draft CMC in the one hole, you didn't win anything. Like you might have made it to the finals, but CMC was a lock. I mean, I don't know if he is a lock in best ball this year. He could be. Shout out to Paul splitting some KC stack. Shout out to a lot of these guys. Man, you guys would not have split 15K if the Ravens would have won. I would have been up there all by myself with the Lamar stack. But man, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Yo, what's up, Aaron? Yo, Cha-Cha, are you sleepwalking, man? Shouldn't you be napping right now? Yo, if you get in this chat, Cha-Cha, you know what? I got a special snippet that I've been waiting to play. So when we get in this draft, this one's for me and Cha-Cha. It could be for anybody but when you see it, you're going to know. But let's hop in a draft and let's get it going. All right, hopping in a big board, waiting for one more person. Let me leave that. I want to start with a fresh one. If anybody wants to jump in, I'm not giving anybody a chance. There's one there. I'm sorry if you guys got in. It's like I tricked you. Ha ha, tricked you. Ha ha. You got in and I'm out. I'm just going to let that one fill up and we're going to start fresh. So let that one fill up a little bit and we'll start with a fresh one. So anybody can come in. Anyone, Dog Pound, come in here. Show me how to draft. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Felix, come on, man. I haven't seen Felix. I have not seen you draft Najee Harris yet. I'm a little. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Nah, it's good. Najee Harris. I don't know what to think about Najee Harris. I think the price is great for a year 4 guy. I like the price for Najee. Oh, you got in? Oh, man. I didn't, you know what, man? It is what it is. It said there was only one left. I didn't think anybody else would get in. That is what it is, man. You do your draft and you can just hear my BS in the background. I'm going to hop in a new one. That's the one thing Underdog should do. They should show you where it's at. Drafter shows you how many people are in the pod. That's important for people that are streaming. I think so. Yeah, man, this is where I wanted to get in. You know me, 5 filled up, 7 waiting. This is where I want my fish to come in. Come on in, come on in. The water's fine. But yeah, this is a. I've been seeing this guy. I saw who else posted it? Somebody else posted on Twitter. He's been in a few of my drafts. E. Garcia. Yeah, I mean, he drafted 4 quarterbacks, 4 tight ends at a draft I was in as well. I can't believe people are talking about him. It's not anything. I think some of his drafts may get thrown out. He's not doing anything like crazy. He's not helping. He's not going to really win anything. He's not really a good drafter. But look at some of these guys going at the top of the board here. CMC, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill. You got to get a piece of everything. You could fade Christian McCaffrey. Is this the year you fade CMC? Like, it's like, oh man, you can't fade CMC. How crazy would you be if you faded him? It doesn't make any sense. Like, he had an amazing year. Brock Purdy's going into year 3. They are probably going to get all the guys back. They're probably going to re-sign Ayuk, Debo. He's going to play some games. He's going to be out some. Kittle going in like year 7. This could be Kittle's like prime year. This is another year where the thing about CMC, if he stays healthy, he had so much usage. And God, what a year. 272 attempts. I don't even know what receptions, 67. So much. Like, I don't see how he holds up. I just don't see it. And we've been saying that for 2, 3 years now. But yeah, you have you. I feel like he's. I don't know. Like, let me know. Is it a must to draft CMC at the 1 hole? Well, if you're in a 2 or 3 spot and he falls to you, I think I take him then. Because my first receiver off the board is still Jefferson, and my second is probably still Chase. I still like Jefferson Chase. I I love CeeDee Lamb. I just think that he was an amazing playoff play last year. At the end, you could get him at any time. At the end of the first round, yes, he had an amazing year, but I think he's going to come back down a little bit. He's going to come back down to just around 100 receptions, and we don't know if he's the guy you need. But yeah, you do have to draft him. I still want to draft Jefferson and Chase above Lamb. Tell me I'm wrong, and that's okay. All right, we're getting in this draft pile. We're filling up. Man, I think I have to save my clip. Nah, I'm a play it anyways, man. This is me. This is us getting ready for a draft right about here, man. Always getting ready. Damn, where is it? Oh, here it is.
Doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts. Rolling blunts and smoking.
EJ and Silent Cha. We do a lot of drafts together. No diss to any of my other uh, friends hanging out with BFFL. Cha Cha is always in our Discord, always doing drafts in the Galaxy Braining table. We're always knocking them out. A lot of good fun. Oh, is that dude in here? E. Garcia? He's in my draft too? Oh, no. Nah, I'm not worried about him. Oh, man, look, I got a Badge Bro City in here. I didn't know this many people were watching the BFFL channel here. Oh, Yosemite, TTVG Chris, Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Nuts. Loving it. Let's get ready, man. You know, I gotta get the arsenal ready for war in case I have to pop some rounds off. That's how I feel in every draft. I'm ready, locked and loaded. Just in case you didn't think I was that much ready, I'm ready, baby. Oh, I'm ready. Ready to snipe and slash and get them. Let me know if the music is ever too loud. I always love playing music. I'm always trying to make sure it's straight, not too loud, not too shabby, just something in the background. This looks like a fun board so far. CMC, Lamb, Hill. You know about Hill? He has he has been that dude the last 2 years. Another guy I didn't have that much. I was underweight on Tyreek Hill. I had some exposure to him. Underweight. He smashed all year long. If you drafted Tyreek Hill last year, you probably advanced the majority of your Tyreek Hill teams. And yeah, he was like Keenan Allen. When the playoffs started, he's like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not helping you. You better hope that you drafted like some other good players, some other good receivers. Did you draft Amari Cooper? Because he's going to give you one game. Stuff like that. So we're on the clock here. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Bijan, Puka, Jamar Gibbs. I think St. Brown is the safest play. I don't have that much Bijan. I could go Bijan here to show you I'm back with Bijan. The change. I like St. Brown. He is a great play. I don't know what I think about Puka as a first round click. I think he is a good play, of course, but man, ain't that crazy? A rookie last year, not even drafted in Best Ball Mania, like 18% all around drafted, and this guy is now a first round pick. Are you out of your mind? It's crazy. Bro, Aaron, you called it, man. He's in the draft. He's in here. He's a legendary. You know, it was Fantasy Dog Pound talking shit about this Garcia guy. Calling him out. I hate to call him out, but calling you out. Call me out, man. Call me out. Call my drafts out. Don't call out no Garcia guy. That guy don't even know. He's not even fucking with anybody. I'm fucking with all you. Call me out. I'll go on anybody's stream. Anybody, invite me, please. I would love to be on your stream. I'd love to chit chat. Get my retarded ass on your stream. It'd be cool. Well, he ain't gonna be there that long. You only can max out 150 unless he starts another name. Is this E Garcia 9? Is this his 9th version of doing it? Is he next one's gonna be E Garcia 10? Is he just gonna keep creating screen names and then? Man, what did he hit to have a bankroll to keep playing this much? Marvin Harrison in the second round, man, that just blows my mind. I need a suicide snippet. Like yeah, he's top prospect receiver coming in. We know that. It's amazing what his potential could be. But you're gonna draft Marvin Harrison over who? I haven't drafted Harrison yet. You're going to draft him over Garrett Wilson with A-Rod back. DJ Moore, we don't know what his quarterback situation is going to be. There's HN. Cha-Cha, who do I take here? HN or Rashee Rice? I like both the guys here. I haven't done too many 2 RBs to start. What do you, Bully? Whatever you guys want to call it. Nah, it wasn't a Dog Pound stream. It was just a tweet that he posted. I'm blocked from his tweet, but I still see his shit. I love it. So we're gonna take a Achan here. Yeah, I think Achan's the right call. I know Cha-Cha likes doing like 5 RBs. Maybe in the big board he'll do like a 6 RB for fun, for giggles. But man, we know what's been winning the last few years. It's that 0 RB. It's that everybody gets mother effing injured. So these guys that you draft in the round 9, 10, 11, 12, they start panning out doing well. Oh man, any more let's see here. Let's look at the board. Oh, we got another dude. I didn't even notice this. Mahomes and Kelsey, first round, second round. This dude is throwing the draft. He must be related to E. Garcia. Uh-oh. This whole draft that we're streaming is not even going to count probably. It should count. Like, it's Mahomes. It's not like he drafted Jimmy Garoppolo and Rob Gronkowski. This should still pass the underdog security test. How does the guy get Chris? Like, how do you get the underdog username Chris? Like, when did you join? Like, that's so crazy. It must be one of the first, like, users to join underdog. He just types in Chris. It's available? No fucking way. I like Shimmy's team. CMC, Tank Dell, Adams. Pretty good start. CeeDee Lamb, Diggs, Allen. You can make a case. You're not going to get Diggs. Diggs has not fell yet to the 4th round. And if he does fall to the 4th round, it's because he's not on the Bills no more. He gets released or traded to a team that doesn't have that 400-point quarterback. just telling you how it is. Hill, Ayuk, Debo, I like that. And look at this guy taking Mahomes, Kelsey, Hurts. Ugh. What do we do here? Laporta, Pittman, Etienne, Evans, Pacheco, Neighbors. I think I may take the rookie here who has the unknown elite rookie upside with Neighbors. This could be an 8-receiver team. I like Devontae Smith as well. I don't mind Pittman. I was fading Pittman a lot. I still don't know what we think Anthony Richardson's going to be for passing. I think Pittman could still have a good year. Is it great year? Is it where he's being drafted in the 3rd round kind of year? I don't know. I think Pittman, I was on the train with Cha-Cha. We've been fading the piss out of Pittman for the last few years. But are we on him this year? I don't know. Me? I'm on him right now. But when I talk to some of my other posse dudes, they may say, EJ, hold it on Pittman. Nah. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to go in the Galaxy Brainin booth and see what we draw up for our takes, who we're going to like each round. Who I like here in the 4th round, I love me some Zay Flowers. What I thought of him last year, he was a rookie. He filled all the expectations with his route running. Yes, he's got Lamar throwing it to him, which is just okay. But he's an amazing skilled athlete at his position. And as I said that, somebody drafted him like, I hear you. Well, he took Lamar. I don't mind that. We're probably going to see that combination throughout the whole summer. Lamar, Zay Flowers, because that's like the new Lamar, Mark Andrews of last year. I see that going through. I'm just having fun with you guys. I don't think this draft is going to stand. I mean, it could, but Mahomes, Kelsey, Hurts. Why do you? I should have just joined when I was in the other draft pod. So up top here, Etienne. Ooh, I like some Etienne. I think I'm passing on Pacheco, even though I do have 2 RBs. I think he'll fall a little bit more. Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen. Cooper Kupp could be a play. I don't have that much of him. Drake London, Higgins, Cooper. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go Cooper Kupp here. It's more of a safe click since I faded receiver in the first 2 rounds. So we'll take some Kupp here. I'm not that high on him. I don't know. I think I'll be under the field on him in Best Ball Mania 5. But I'm going to have some exposure to him. As long as Stafford's still there. And we don't know what they're going to do. I don't think he's retiring. He could. He could totally retire. Yeah, you got a good point. You can't get any value because this guy's in the draft. What's this guy doing? Like, this is like purpose. Like, he ranked these guys or queued them up. He's just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I don't care about your draft. This is something I never do. I never sabotage a draft. You guys can say anything you want about BFFL, but I have integrity in the draft pod at all times. Sure, I will snipe you here and there, but hey, this draft, I don't know, man. This is how I'm feeling right now in this draft pod. There's no one to snipe. Not right now. You're going to be seeing a lot of quarterbacks getting pushed down the board all summer. I think a lot of people are believing in needing that elite receiver ceiling in the first 6 rounds. You're going to have to find it somewhere. So this is an outlier, that whole purple blue shit you see in the middle right next to me, that's not how people are drafting. That's just some BS. Hey, shout out to Underdog Fantasy for partnering with me all of last year. Yeah, we didn't do that many streams, but I was tweeting stuff here and there. So shout out to them. If you guys are watching, Underdog Fantasy team, if you want to partner with me again, I'm more than open to it. Let's just work on drafts. I like the drafts. What's this guy doing? Is he taking another quarterback? I think he is. Crickets. He's thinking about it. He's like, do I take another quarterback here or do I pass? Aaron Jones, that's the most just in his lane click that he made so far. Yeah, I could take Anthony Richardson here. I'd be sniping whoever took. I don't have that much Anthony Richardson. I think there's a weird drop off with that guy. If this does hold up. Oh, yeah, baby. We did it. Anthony Richardson. Right next to him is Michael Pittman Jr. You already know what was about to happen. So, hello. Yeah, baby. We didn't just do that. We got him right in the nut.
Let's think this thing through.
Finish him! Right in the nuts!
Yeah, oh man, if you're going to take Pittman there and you can't get Anthony Richardson, that's got to hurt. But I mean, we already know what Richardson, what he showed us last year. He's got amazing fantasy appeal with his legs. I still think you can do 3 quarterbacks with Richardson. It depends on where some guys fall. But I'm probably going to go receiver here. I'm going to space out the top 2 RBs. I'm not going to touch one for a while. So is there a tight end here that looks sexy? I like JSN, receiver. Scary Terry. I don't know what they're doing at quarterback. I feel like you could take Scary Terry and take like Michael Penix Jr., JJ McCarthy at the end. If you feel like, I mean, you could just, if you think they're going to start on a team, that could work. I like JSN here. George Pickens. That's another. Is the Kenny Pickett era over? Is it done? I think it is. I like me some Josh Jacobs. I won't do it with this draft, but I've been drafting some Jacobs going into year 6, and now he's still in that dead zone, but he's probably going to be on a new team. He should go somewhere where he'll get that RB1 bell cow role. They're going to wear him with the kind of contract they'll give him. Probably going JSN here. I like Godwin. I like both these guys. Kirk, I don't care too much for Christian Kirk. I don't know if he'll give us those crazy ceilings for the price that he's at. I think it should be ADP like 90, 100. Kamara. Yeah, let's take JSN. We don't know if Lockett is going to come back or they cut him. He could have a much bigger role this year, especially with the change at head coach. I'm interested to see what they do. And I think his price, I think it's a value for JSN still. Like Marvin Harrison or JSN, why are we drafting Marvin Harrison 4 rounds before JSN? I don't agree with that. Harrison, his ADP is wrong. 100% wrong. Now, is he a guy you may need in the playoffs? Possibly. I think he could be. I think that's why he's this high. But you better draft like 7-8 receivers to help carry your second round click with him. Oh, there he is. Back to his old ways. Joe Burrow making a third quarterback on his team. It's just crazy, man. Yeah, E. Garcia, he should set his limits. Yeah, I guess it's who cares? If you want to do this auto draft thing, I may do that in some baseball drafts. But if you want to do this, set your limits. I see you drafting 4 quarterbacks when you take just set it. Set it to, I think the best way to set it is like 3, 8, 8, 3. That would be my, because you're probably not going to draft 8 running backs, but you could draft up to 7. And you don't want 10 receivers. 8 is the max, I think, if you're going to auto draft. 3 tight ends. You don't want 4 tight ends. You might end up auto drafting like George Kittle. I think George Kittle's going to fall down the board a little bit this year. I don't like Trey McBride's price. I think he's a little high. I loved him. I think he should be going where Joku is going right now. Brock Bowers, man, I don't know what to think of this elite prospect at the tight end spot. No idea what to think of him. Sure, I've seen some of the tape. Sure, he's this big stud coming out of Georgia. But man, it's about where you land. What if he lands in Kansas City? What if they draft? I'm not saying they're going to, but what if he lands in like a spot with a solid tight end? He's dead. He's dead for that ADP where you take him. And he may not do anything year one. Some of these tight ends don't actually do shit. Last year we did have a good class, but they all fell into spots where good landing spots like Detroit, Green Bay, and Buffalo. I think those are like the top 3 for tight end last year. I'd say Michael Mayer, but he didn't really do too much. Quarterback didn't really help there with the head coach change as well. So receiver, it's a dead zone right now of receivers. You got 2 Packer receivers and Brian Thomas. Is this guy from LSU as well? Didn't he play with Malik Neighbors? Was that who Brian Thomas? Was that the team he was on in college? I think. I don't remember. But I feel like this is a spot to go Justin Fields. Get these 2 mobile quarterbacks here. I feel like I could just draft these 2 guys and call it done. Or draft someone really late. Like a quarterback really, really late. I don't mind going Fields here. Sure, I could have went tight end, could have went Ingram, Joku. But getting Richardson and Fields, 2 mobile quarterbacks where their floors are going to be not that great. They should have bad floors. But when they pop, maybe I get lucky on the pops. So I like them here. We still don't know what they're doing with Fields if he lands somewhere else. So that's interesting. What'd this bozo take? Brock Purdy? Ugh. So I hope you guys enjoyed just the random chatter because this draft is not gonna hold. This draft will not stick. Hey, stay to the end. I have an all-time snippet, all-time favorite snippet that I rehashed, and I'll play it right when the draft ends, and we're just gonna end the stream there. So stick around to the end. I'm gonna try and cut it short. I'll do a small review on some of the teams that did okay, but it's so hard to grade some of these teams because there's like 2 or 3 guys in here that are just bullshitting. It's hard to get an accurate read on how well somebody drafted or how we all drafted. Jordan Love in the 8th round, that's where he goes this year. He shouldn't move up that much more. He shouldn't move down. That's pretty accurate. I want to believe that's accurate. Now he's got 4 receivers that are getting drafted before the 13th round. It's crazy to see Reed, Watson, Dobbs, and Dontavian Wicks all getting drafted. I know you guys were saying it. Oh, it's going to be so fun drafting Packer receivers next year. I was reading it like, yeah, sure, fun. It's like, it's not that it's fun. It's just, there's nothing fun about you guys are all drafting them so early. I'm not getting some unique value on them like I wish I could have. So I don't know what's fun about it. It sucks. If you want a Packers receiver, you got to pick from one of the 4 that are getting drafted between rounds 5 to 13. So it makes it a little tough. I think it's good I went Justin Fields. Look at all these quarterbacks that just went. Ooh, do I take Dobbs? You want to know who I'm going to take here? I'm going to make a bet on this tight end to have a career year, and you want to know who it is? Take one guess. Kyle Pitts. I want to believe that the change is going to benefit him in year 4 or year 5, year 6. I think he's in year 5. I want to believe that this is the cheapest he's been since coming in the league. And I think there's going to be some changes. And I think he's going to have a career year. I want to buy into it. Because if he does, and I'm not over the field on him, I'm going to be pissed, man. But when Kyle, I'm going to be, you can't talk me out of Kyle Pitts this year. We're going to be flexing all kinds of Kyle Pitts. It's not even funny.
Flex, every day I'm flex. Flexing was a crime, they gon' have to come arrest.
Oh yeah, baby, we'll be flexing Kyle Pitts. I need to give my boy Pharrell a Kyle Pitts jersey on the stage there. But even with that, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, the goal line package coined by Chirino. Man, all this talking, I haven't done a stream and chat. I'm fucking exhausted, man.
Ah, man. That's some heavy shit, man.
That's how I feel right now. Kind of exhausted doing this draft. Bro, this dude hasn't even drafted a receiver yet. 100. Unless he finishes out the draft all receivers, this may not get thrown out. But it's going to get thrown out. And look, I started the wave of tight ends again. Not that I did start it, but I believe I might have started it when I take Kyle Pitts, then Ingram, Joku, Ferguson. So I had my choice. So when you're in this spot and you see a bunch of tight ends at the top, I would take take your favorite play there. So I took Kyle Pitts. I want to bet that out of those 4 guys, Kyle Pitts is the best tight end. That's what I'm saying in this draft pod. I was hoping Deontay Johnson would fall back. I could see something where Fields goes to Pittsburgh maybe. I've been hearing some rumors that he could be a fit there. Mike Tomlin likes Justin Fields. So maybe that could be something. What's going on, guys? EJ here, breathing fantasy football literally. And we got 25 viewers in here. Wow. Thank you, guys. Divided by 5. Just don't hear that last part. All right, back on the clock coming up because this guy don't count. JMO. So I faded Amon-Ra St. Brown thinking, could I get JMO here if this draft does hold up? Does it make sense? I like some JMO still. I was telling you, I'm going to be on some JMO. So, but I do like Chase Brown. I feel like Chase Brown it's going to keep getting moved up because he's in this space where there's no other running back. So people will keep moving him up until he falls in the category with some other running backs. So I do like Chase Brown. I do like some JMO. Ooh, this is tough. I think I can still hold off on the running back. JMO could pop. We don't know what Chase Brown's going to be. Maybe Jared Goff falls back. I get my 3rd quarterback. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of wanted to wait a little bit longer to get a 3rd quarterback if it's not Richardson and Fields. Like maybe one of them gets injured or something. I don't know. I should bet that both these quarterbacks are what I need to make this team go the distance. Ooh, he just took Jared Goff, so he got me back. He said, "You're not gonna snipe me back." Trying to see if I see any other snipes around here. No, not too much. Ooh, Chase Brown. Maybe this guy was going running back when he only has one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's see if he reaches for a running back. I want to be shocked if he takes like Roshan, Franklin. I know Eric from Spike Week is high on Troy Franklin. He believes he should be ADP 80, and he's going in like the 110 range. Yeah, you make a comment like that, you're probably, people follow you, you're an influencer, you're going to be moving this dude up the board because a lot of those data nerd players that follow his content are going to believe that, oh, maybe this is the rookie receiver we really need. So I could see him moving up, especially with the landing spot when the season starts. So I buy into that. I like some Shakir. I think he's going to have a career year for himself, his best year yet. But man, do I pass up on Roshan? I like some Roshan here. I don't think Roshan makes it back. Let's take some Roshan, right? It's a tough one. I'm not really quite sure where to go here, but we're going to take some Roshan. We're going to dip back into the RB pool. Nothing too crazy. This guy, if this guy takes a receiver here, This draft may not get thrown out. He has to take a receiver here. Please. Please. Whatever you do. Yes. He took a receiver. There's a chance this may not get thrown out. Or maybe he just has his limits on 4 quarterbacks. That's horrible still. I'm gonna keep talking about it. It is what it is. When you see a pink elephant in the room, you can't not look at it. It's just there. You have to talk about it because that's what life is, right? Tyler Lockett, man. I don't know what to think about Tyler Lockett. Don't know what to think. He could be another guy you need that is that veteran piece that goes to like Kansas City. Could he go to Kansas City and then if Tyler Lockett gets released and then signed in Kansas City, this guy is going to move up to the 6th, 7th round. He'll be right up there with JSN. I don't know if he stays in Seattle, and Hollywood Brown. Are they going to keep him? I don't think so. I think he's another guy that's going to be on a new team this year. And Jerry Jeudy. So here's 3 receivers and Mike Williams. These 4 receivers drafted, I think that's my bold prediction. All 4 of these receivers that got drafted in round 10, they will be on new teams next year. All 4 of them. Hey, it's possible. Hey, let's add Dotson to that. He could be on a new team too, man. He could be a trade guy. Oh, I see what he did there. Dotson with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins goes back to Washington. The Vikings cut him. Ooh, nice. He's got Diggs and Shakir. I don't know. I was hoping Shakir could find a way to fall back. A little value. Cole Kmet, top of the board. I don't know. May go some Zamir White, get my 4th running back here. I do like, you could take a stab at some rookies, but man, this is like, I love this window of running backs. These 4 running backs at the top of the board, I'm going to have exposures to all 4 of them. Hubbard, Chandler, Charbonnet, Zamir White. As long as they're healthy, I believe they're all 4 going to be contributing. Maybe in the best ball playoffs. They're going to be doing something. Please draft a receiver here. Please draft a receiver here. Please draft a receiver here. I don't know about Keon Coleman. He seems like a project. Special teams rookie prospect coming out of Florida State. I saw some of the tape. I heard some things that he may not be a weapon that's utilized. Maybe. So I don't know. There's no receiver I need to reach for. I do like Quentin Johnson, Michael Wilson, but I like some Zamir White. He won't fall back. I want to bet he's the guy in the Raiders this year. He's going to play, man. At year 3, he looked nice when Jacobs was hurt. He just had this big workload, and I think he's going to get something like that this year. Now I could take a break at running back, maybe a little bit. Take a little bit of a break. I do like some rookie running backs, but I'm not going to go crazy like I did last year. We're drafting. There's some times where I go 0 RB and I take 3 or 4 rookies at the end. But I don't know. Don't know, man. Cha-Cha, how's your draft going? I know you're over there crunching in round 14. On your other side, you're like, who do I take here? Who do I draft? This will be the last Packers receiver that's getting drafted right now. It's Dontavian Wicks. I liked Bo Melton, but I don't know what he's gonna do. He may. I don't know. I don't feel like you could draft Bo Melton. As crazy as it sounds to draft a fifth receiver from the Packers. But I'll probably take Dontavian Wicks if he falls back to me. So Quentin Johnson. I like some Quentin Johnson. I do want to believe he's a bounce back candidate. Ooh, off the board. I'm not buying into Gabe Davis. Shout out to you, Felix. I've already told you like 4 times. I don't like Gabe Davis. You're not even asking me my opinion. I know you're just chilling, but I see that you're head over heels for Gabe Davis this year. And I'm not just picking a side where I'm against you. Before I even saw your thoughts on him, I was thinking, I'm not on Gabe Davis this year. See, if he goes on another team. Oh, I love it. You're even in here, man. I love Gabe Davis. Yeah, you know how I feel about it. If he goes to another team, if I'm wrong, man. But I can't buy into it. I can't. I'd rather buy into Michael Wilson, who showed some intrigue, and we don't know what else they're doing in Arizona. Is Hollywood Brown gone? So I like the prospect. Yeah, I know people said, well, Arizona's going to bring in Marvin Harrison Jr. We don't know what the hell they're doing, but I'd rather roll with the big receiver with Michael Wilson. Hey, if Gabe Davis falls back, I'll scoop up some value on him. I have done that a few times because he is a big playmaker. I haven't watched too much on Adonai Mitchell. For those that don't know, Adonai in Hebrew is God. Just to let you guys know, if you were ever wondering what the name Adonai is, it means God in Hebrew. I know you guys were probably wondering that, thinking like, man, that name, that rookie. Lad McConkey. He's out of Georgia, right? White boy. I saw a little of the tape. Looks good. Another landing spot. I want to believe he's going to be like a year or two Jordy Nelson, but then again, I have no idea. Xavier Worthy. There's like 2 Xaviers going around in this spot. This is where you take a stab at some of these rookie receivers. It's like a dart. You don't know which one, but they're going in this spot. So if you want them here, you got to take a stab. Kendre Miller. Man, I don't know what to think of Kendre Miller. I was so high on him last year. He got injured like 3 or 4 times. He could not stay on the field. Since Felix is in the chat, if Gabe Davis makes it back, I will take Gabe Davis. That one's for you. Could go another tight end here. Freiermuth has some good value. They get any upgrade at quarterback, unless even if I don't see how they re-sign Mason Rudolph and he's the QB1 there. Do they really want to roll a year with him? But Freiermuth just has some unlucky injury. If he's healthy, he gets a big workload. Big part of that receiving offense. And I know they want to keep proving everyone that they can pass the ball, even though they haven't done it that well. Some other tight ends here. I was drafting some Waller. I think this is a great price for Waller. His age, he's 34? He's getting old, 33, somewhere around there. He can't stay on the field. But he's got to be the Giants' second or third option on offense. Behind Barkley, I want to say Waller is like number 2. Like, who else is behind? I know Wan'Dale Robinson's there. But, yeah, I don't know what I think. Getting a little value on Fremuth and Waller. Do I go up and get a receiver here? Wandale, Adam Thielen, Lad McConkey. I think I would take Fremuth. I don't know. It gives me two decent options at tight end here. Pitts, Fremuth. I like these guys. So far, the board looks good. Aaron Rodgers going in the 12th round. I think I want to get on Aaron a little bit. I want to believe that if this is Rodgers' last year, he's going to want to, his ego is going to want to, as long as he can stay on that turf, he's going to want to have some type of serviceable year. He's got good weapons. I think Rodgers can put up some high 20-point ceiling games. Is that worth it for 12th round? I don't know. I think Baker Mayfield should have a better year fantasy-wise than Rodgers. So I agree with Baker Mayfield having more exposure to him over Rodgers. I don't know what to think about Deshaun Watson. I saw him getting drafted earlier. Is this where you draft Deshaun Watson in the 13th, 14th round? Can't stay on the field. I don't even think he cares about playing anymore. Keaton Mitchell, I think that's a bad click. I loved Keaton Mitchell last year, the unknown. But with J.K. Dobbins, if he does come back to Baltimore, Keaton Mitchell tore a bad ACL injury towards the end of the season. I think he's got some work cut out for him. I think the Ravens are going to bring some other talent in at running back. Kate Otten, not a bad click here. Man, I'm at a loss for words. I really don't know who to take here. I haven't taken any Mims yet. I could take a shot on Marvin Mims. He may get some more work this year. Let's take a shot with him. Give us our sixth receiver. I think it's okay. That's my first Marvin Mims click in 20, almost 30 drafts. Not too shabby. Good team so far. I like where we're at with the team. Yeah, once again, sorry we couldn't get in the room. I felt like, you know my thoughts on that. I saw us had one more left. I was like, man, I'm not giving anybody a chance to join me. So I bounced out of there. But next time we do a stream, if you guys want to pop in and be like, EJ, this room has like 6 open left or 4 open, then I'll hop in. I'm a little rusty. Will Levi in the 14th round? Man, I don't know what I think about him. I don't know what kind of... He had that one game, 4 touchdowns, his first career start. But who's he throwing to? Is Burks going to be healthy? Is that one... Is Hopkins staying there? Chig looks okay. Tajay Spears is, I think, going a little too high still. I don't know what I think about a Tennessee. I feel like Tennessee offense could be like the Patriots this year. I'm not that excited about a Tennessee. I was all over Burks last year and before Hopkins went to Tennessee. So I don't know what I think there. Geno Smith, that's another guy. Like, If you were to, yes, I drafted JSN. Sorry. If you were to tell me that Geno Smith does not finish the year as the quarterback for Seattle and they throw someone else in there, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked with the new coaches if he's not the guy that you need towards the end of the season. Am I drafting some Geno Smith? Yeah, I mean, he had a serviceable year. He did almost get them to the playoffs. But I don't think he's their future. I think the new coach is going to draft a quarterback, and if they have a bad year, maybe we see the rookie come in. That's my bold take. I don't know if Geno Smith is a guy you need this year. But his price is good. Likely top of the board. That's not bad. This rookie athletic Jatavian Sanders. Ooh, he took likely. Man, I like some Trey Palmer. If I take Trey Palmer right here, talk about snipe. Oh, that's 100% a snipe. I like Trey Palmer. I think he's going to have an opportunity to have a good year. 7th receiver. Let's do it. I don't even have to guess. I know that's a snipe. Taking Baker Mayfield. I don't think I was taking Baker Mayfield, but hey, man. He took Jatavian Sanders, 3 tight ends in close range. Musgrave, Michael Mayer, and Jatavian Sanders. I'm not excited for those 3 tight ends like that. I think Musgrave is going to have some okay weeks, but it seems like they're going to rotate him and Kraft in and out of the lineup. I think those guys gelled together. I don't think it's a fantasy friendly unless one of them gets hurt. Like I don't like Musgrave at this price. When he took him in the 11th round, I'm not taking that much Musgrave. Michael Mayer, another guy I don't really know if he's that good. And I don't mind the Jatavian Sanders click, but for my 3 tight ends, I don't think I'll draft you. You will not see me have these 3 tight ends on a team like that. Ray Davis, he's definitely moving up the boards. Another nice prospect out of Kentucky. Has some moves. Totally vibing with his take there. Felix, do you care about Roman Wilson? I know he's out of Michigan. I don't know if he's like he got a lot of hype in the Senior Bowl. I'm sure he's gonna have a good. He's probably gonna get some more hype at the combine. I mostly took him when I did a draft with you just to snipe you. I thought maybe you were on him. I don't think I'm going to take him here. You want to know who I'm taking? I think I'm going to reach and take A.J. Dillon. Out of all these running backs, I've been trying to believe that he's going to have some role. Either on a new team, maybe we release him. But I want to buy into A.J. Dillon at this price. I'll take A.J. Dillon at this price. This big running back can be a goal line machine. Could still be with Green Bay if Aaron Jones gets hurt. If this is another scenario where he stays. Is it a contract year? Or was that last year? I believe he's a free agent. But he can go to a good landing spot. Yeah, you're right. You didn't throw a lot. I remember that with Blake Corum. What do you think of Blake Corum? I don't feel like he's like a big gadget running back. I think he's a guy that maybe could go to. Everyone's already saying it. He could go to like Los Angeles Chargers with Jim Harbaugh. I don't know. Corum is Chase Brown. Ooh, I have no opinion. I don't know. Is he? Chase Brown. Sure. So did Chase Brown have a lot of wear and tear in college? Because that's what Corum had, right? He had like a lot of touches. Didn't Corum have a lot of touches in college? So that's my take of what you mean by that. Maybe. So I think Corum is ready to be the guy somewhere. It's just who takes him. But he doesn't really have that much receiving upside, which I don't think matters too much for this format with half-point PPR. But then again, man, I think A.J. Dillon, if you were to tell me that A.J. Dillon was drafted before Blake Corum, I would believe you. If I didn't even see any of these boards and you just told me that, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. The fact that Corum is being drafted before A.J. Dillon, that don't make sense. Based on a guy that's been in the league 4 years, he's been healthy most of his young career, but last year had a few hiccups at the end of the year for A.J. Dillon. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what I think there. I was trying to say, am I done at quarterback? I like Russell Wilson at the end still. I'm just going to queue him up. I may not take him. I did take Marvin Mims. I think we all know that Wilson, is he going to get released or traded? I think more than likely released. I don't know what anybody else is saying about him. But he should still be a starter. He could go somewhere. Maybe he goes to Atlanta. I could see him playing in Atlanta. Move Sierra and the family to Atlanta. I think that'd be a good fit for them. That would be my thing. If I drafted Russell Wilson, it's for the stack. It's for the Kyle Pitts, Bijan stack. I kind of don't mind it. 3 quarterbacks here. Getting them at the right price in case one of these guys is out for a few weeks. Let's take Wilson. We know Fields has an ugly floor sometimes. Fields can drop like 8 points, and that is not helping you at all. It ain't helping you do shit when Fields drops those 8 points, and then he can drop 35. So we just don't know what weeks we'll get. If I do this again with these 2 kind of early quarterbacks, I like going late. I like the late third quarterback on the team there. I may take another running back here. I like a 3-7-7-3 build in the big board. It allows me to be very, very balanced, but strong in some areas. I think 7 receivers for this team is a little weak. 8 receivers fits this team the most since I drafted Malik Neighbors. Man, did you watch a Super Bowl and see that State Farm commercial with Arnold? Neighbor. I want to find a snippet with Neighbor. I will work on that. On the clock here. A.T. Perry. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this Malik Washington guy. Malachi Corley. Oh, yeah, it's another good prospect. Small school. Any one of these rookie receivers. I'm just going to up my shares on Washington in case I know Eric from Spike Week loves this guy. So if Eric loves him, I love him. I love those guys. Know their shit. They wake up and they eat their best ball Cheerios. These guys are diehards into the research. So I respect what they say 100%. But I love to talk shit too. So hey, to each their own. It's all good. Running back, Izzy, Tank, Chris Rodriguez. I know people are like, well, when he had that small role, but their offensive line sucks. Like, and the change at quarterback's coming. If we knew that Brian Robinson would not be like the de facto RB1 there, we don't know if Rodriguez is going to be. Maybe he's someone that just deep on the bench again. I don't know. Another big running back. It makes sense to take a stab at him. I don't know anything about Will Shipley. He's one guy I didn't get to any tape on yet. But I see people drafting him. I did watch tape and hear things about Cody Schrader. I like some Schrader. Our boy Dennis likes Michael Carter. I don't know what to think about Michael Carter. Do I respect the take of drafting him? Hell yeah. Like, another guy that has been in the league 5-6 years. He can go to a team that has an injured spot open up, and maybe he has like a Ty Johnson kind of year. I don't hate the Michael Carter take. It's not my take. So I'm not in love with it because I didn't come up with it and I don't see it yet. Maybe if I see some talk that teams are liking him, or some beat reporters are saying he's hungry to come out this year, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about the Michael Carter. But I love that Dennis wants to believe in it, and I 100% respect it. I really do. I'm not just saying that to be nice. It's not a bad take. It's a good late round click. Kareem Hunt, I think he's done. Ingram, man, I can't believe Ingram got a Super Bowl ring with Kansas City. He was on Arizona. Crazy. Dalvin Cook is done. Tyrion Davis-Price, I didn't draft him at all last year. He's done. I like Dante Foreman. That's like my Michael Carter. He could have a little wear still. I don't mind the Dante Foreman click. At least we know if he's on a team and the other running backs on that team are hurt, we know this guy goes out there and gets the first snap on. He gets the first down carry. He's a guy that teams will trust in around the goal line. He could help fill in some floors as long as he sees the field. That's why I like Foreman. I do feel like I need a third tight end. In the Discord, I was telling people I like Mike Gesicki just because Mike Gesicki is my Michael Carter for tight end. I thought I discovered it. I'm sure some of you other guys are maybe on Gesicki as a weird late round flyer. I don't know. But he's nowhere near the top of any of these. But he's an athletic tight end. He's on the Patriots. Maybe they have a change at quarterback. Maybe they put Gesicki in there. They did pay him. Maybe he's the Jonnu Smith of this year. Man, Tank Bixby. I like some Schrader. I've been having so much high Schrader. It's just, if he is the dude, he's my rookie running back, I'm going to take a stab with him. Sure, I could have went any one of these guys. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I like this draft so far. Noah Brown, not a bad click. Oh, but he's on that guy's bullshit team. Watch this guy advance. Like he hits the third spot. The guy, Philadelphia, that drafted 4 quarterbacks in the 7 rounds. Watch him advance. Just because he filled it in, okay, he hit the minimum by filling in the receivers. So he ends up drafting 7 receivers. Okay. Are they high ceiling good plays? No. But he does have 7 receivers. I'm not saying there's a chance that he can make the 3rd spot. He would need Devontae Walker to be like the Puka of last year. Or Corley, one of these guys. Dylan Labe. Been seeing his name. He's like a receiving running back. Maybe he's like Evan Hull last year, was getting drafted a little bit. With that Colts running back. That was such a mess last year. The whole Colts running back thing. Do I draft JT? Do I draft Zach Moss with the broken forearm in the preseason? It was such a mess. Rasheen Ali, I did see some of his tape. He did look good. I think I'm done at running back. I'm not going to take a 7th, but I do want to get on a little exposure to Rasheen. It's like, who do I take, Gesicki or Greg D? It's like, I don't know. I mean, I want to believe. I don't know what to think of Greg Dolshit. Everybody's drafting him. Oh man, I just want to believe that Gesicki's. They paid the dude. He's gonna have some kind of role. I want to buy into it. You took Irv Smith. That's not a bad. He just can't stay healthy, man. That's not a bad take. He needs to be on a different team. Cincinnati does not utilize a tight end that well. Any other late round tight ends? I could have taken I don't like some Dawson. I like some Dawson Knox. Was he there? No, he got taken with the guy that had Josh Allen. Ricky Pearsall, Jalen McMillan. Some good prospects. Luke McCaffrey. I don't know what to think there. I think he's a development project. Davis, 200, ran for 1,600 yards and 18 TDs. Oh, Isaiah Davis. That was the guy you were mentioning earlier. Isaiah Davis. Quite a big, had a good Senior Bowl, big back, pretty much getting undrafted. Yeah, I need to keep him on my radar. Thank you. I can't do any more drafts, but just to see him here. Cam Akers, another guy not getting drafted. I don't want to touch Cam Akers. Small school, yeah. There's a couple guys I saw. There's another guy that was a nice prospect, a running back. Where was his name at? Kamini something. Kamani Vidal. That was another guy. I saw some tape on him. Small school, but was explosive. Kamani Vidal. Isaiah Davis, Rasheen Ali. Those are all good takes. Nice. I seen this guy, Yosemite. Let's see what he did in his draft. Nico, Marvin Harrison. So he's buying into the Marvin Harrison. He knows he won't fall back, so he might as well just take him in the 2nd round. I don't hate it. Sam Laporta, I mean, he's really reaching for him to be consistent again for that price. I think I drafted Laporta one time in like one of my early drafts, and I haven't touched him since. It's a lot to believe in. But yeah, he's going to be good this year. It's just, I don't know, man. some second-year players kind of come down to earth a little bit. Mike Evans, Derrick Henry. They don't sound sexy to me, but Mike Evans in the 4th round, I haven't seen that too much. Early 4th round. James Conner, that's another one. Is he going to stay there? James Conner was a piece you needed. If you drafted him in the playoffs, he did smash. He did carry teams into the finals. Shout out to who Davis Peng. Yeah, he liked him. He took Chase Brown. He went on a roll of running backs. I like that. I like taking an early stab at receiver and then just filling it in with some quarterbacks and running backs. Because all these receivers that go in this early first 6 rounds, those are going to be studs. You're going to want exposures. You usually want 2 to 3 receivers every draft. I mean, you could change it up and do a 3-headed monster. I don't know about this guy, E. Garcia. That's just auto draft. He didn't actually think about that. But not too shabby. Any other crazy? Jamari Trash, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft from the 1 spot. I did see some tape on him. I didn't feel so excited. Another small school guy. I love the name. He could end up being something. I don't know. When I watch some of these YouTube videos, I don't care so much for like the big home run catches. I like to see some of the route runs and see some of the blocking that they do. I do look at some of the stuff and see some thoughts that some other YouTubers have to say about them. And I don't know, make my opinion. I do like some of these rookies that are going late. Corley. I don't know much about Malik Washington, even though I drafted him. I just know a lot of people like him. Brendan Rice out of USC. I did watch him a few times. He was a big red zone target for Caleb Williams. I mean, he is Jerry Rice's son, so would not be shocked if he goes to San Fran. That would be a horrible spot for him. Year 1. I don't know. I mean, I could see them drafting him. Like, why not? Like, it just feels good. He would be highly motivated to go to any team, but he would be the most motivated to go to the team his dad, the team he grew up rooting for probably. And I don't know, but I would think Brendan Rice had to have been a 49ers fan. So I think if he went there, it'd be good for him, but not good year 1. Unless Debo gets hurt, but there's other guys waiting in line to do something. I guess they do need like a solid 3rd receiver. I know they got your guy Bell from Michigan there, but he didn't do anything this year. Ooh, I think this guy made a solid draft. Like this guy Boomer DLD2, he did this intentional. He drafted 5 quarterbacks intentionally, and I'm not against it. So he went 4 receivers, all solid receivers. Kenny Walker, Chubb, Mixon. I don't mind the Chubb take if he's back and healthy. No issues. I think he's a steal in the 6th round. Mixon, just betting on those 2 veteran running backs. He's betting on these injured dudes. Hawkinson. I haven't drafted Hawkinson yet. I don't know what to think. Charbonnet, Drake May. So he went Drake May, Will Levi, Bryce Young, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy. I think 5 is too much. I do like 4 quarterbacks. He could have ended it at Michael Penix. Is this good for Superflex? Yes. Amazing 5 quarterback to take in Superflex if you take them later. But I don't want 5 quarterbacks here. I would take a swing at somewhere else. So he only has 5 running backs. Kenny Walker, Chubb, Mixon, Charbonnet, Moss. I don't think that's strong enough. It could be. Moss could have a role in Indy still. It could be. It could work out. His receivers, not too shabby. No prospects. So all these guys could have roles. Tight ends if Hawkinson's back. I guess it could work out. I just don't like 5 quarterbacks. 4, I'm on board with. But we'll make note of that. All right, I'm going to label this and play my last snippet just in case you guys thought I was done. You guys thought I was not coming back. BFFL is dead in the water. We are done. We are history. Everyone wrote us off. You know what I have to say about that?
Hell to the no, no, no.